Om Shri Sai Ram. Dear students, in the last class we have studied about the sources. Under that we have studied what is history. Next we also seen the meaning of sources. After that we have studied the various sources. Under the literary sources we have studied the native literary sources. Next we have studied the foreign literary sources. We also studied about the oral literature. So in this class we will concentrate about the archaeological sources. Which one? About the archaeological sources. So archaeological sources also divide into four. Which one? Inscriptions, coins, monuments and other ruins. Which one? Inscriptions, coins, monuments and other ruins. So under archaeological sources, so these sources are available not only on the surface of the earth but also hidden deep in the depths of the earth. So there are number of sources, archaeological sources under the earth. So what to do? We have to dig the earth and we have to get these sources. So the historians or the experts, they will dig the land and they will collect these archaeological sources. But they have a special method of digging the land. So they apply the scientific method. So by applying the scientific method, they will dig the land and collect these sources. So this process is called excavation. Excavation. So then what is excavation? Collecting the sources by using the scientific method. So what is the excavation? Digging out the hidden things from the earth by using scientific method. So that is called excavation. What is? Digging out the hidden things from the earth by using scientific method. So this is called the excavation. So you know that the famous Harappan civilization, so that came to light by this method. So the historians or the archaeologists, they excavated the Harappan sites. So by that we came to know about the famous Harappa and Mohenjo-daro civilization. So during the excavations, the archaeologists will collect a number of things, maybe the ruins of buildings or the inscriptions, coins, terracotta pieces, bangles, seals, beads, bone pieces or the metal pieces. So all these like that, a number of things will be there under the earth. So archaeologists, they will collect these various sources and they will analyze the sources. So after analyzing, they will write history or rewrite the history of the ancient period. So first one, we will study about the inscriptions. Inscriptions. So inscriptions means engraved writings. What is it? Engraved writings. Inscriptions means what? Engraved. So in Kannada, it is Koreyal Pattiruva. In what matters? That is, these are engraved on stone, rock, metal, ivory or terracotta. So on this they will write or they will engrave the writings on which the stone inscriptions are written on stone or rocks. Next what? Metals. Next there is the ivory, danta, ivory or the terracotta pieces on the terracotta. So on this, that is they will write the that is inscriptions. So here, why they use these sources or these materials to write the that is the inscriptions? That means this will last longer. This will last longer. That is why they use this one. And inscriptions are the most reliable sources. Inscriptions are the most reliable, Vishwasarha. So why these are more reliable sources to write the history? Because these inscriptions have direct relationship with the events. They have the direct relationship with the event. They are made or they are created on that period. So they will bring a proper picture in front of us. So these are the inscription. Let us see some of the examples for the inscriptions. The earliest inscriptions that are found in India, that is related to Ashoka, the Mauryan, the great ruler. So he is Ashoka. So these are the earliest inscriptions in India. So the Ashokan inscriptions are written in Prakrit language. Which language? Prakrit language. They used Brahmi script. They used the Brahmi script. So language is Prakrit language and script is Brahmi script. So like that, this is the Ashokan inscriptions will provide a lot of information about the then period. Next, we have the Allahabad inscriptions. So Allahabad inscription that was written by Samudragupta. Samudragupta wrote the Allahabad pillar inscription. Next we have the Aihole inscriptions. Aihole inscription of whom? That is Immadi Pulakeshi or Pulakeshi II. Pulakeshi II. So he wrote Aihole inscription. We have also the Hathigumpa inscription. So this Hathigumpa inscription was written by King Kharavela. King Kharavela, he wrote the Hathigumpa inscription. Next we have the Uttara Meruru inscription. Uttara Meruru inscription. So this Uttara Meruru inscriptions, this was belong to the Chola period. Chola period. So these Uttara Meruru inscriptions, that it will explain that is the local self governments during the Chola period. About what? About local self governments of the Chola period. So like this, the inscriptions will provide a lot of information regarding the economic life or the religious life or the cultural aspects of you or that is the official languages about these things. So many informations the archaeologists or the historians will get by reading the inscriptions. Let us concentrate on the coins. Coins are the another archaeological that is the sources. So here coins are small in size, but they have a lot of information. They will provide a lot of information and they will focus on the various aspects of the ancient period. So here that is by studying the coins we can get a lot of information, maybe regarding about their boundary or the geographical extent of the state, geographical extent of the state or the boundary of the that is the state. We may know about the official language or the administrative language of that period. Official language of the period. Next we may collect the information about that is the titles of the king. The king may have the various titles. About the titles also we will get the information. We may get the information about the religion also. Which one? Religion also. By studying the coins we may come to know about the economic conditions of the period, and also the metal technology. About the metal technology also we may come to know about by studying that is the coins. So these coins that is will provide a lot of information. See some of the examples for this one. Samudragupta, the great emperor of the Gupta period. So it is said that he had minted seven type of golden that is the coins. who Samudragupta minted, that is 7 type of golden coin. So by studying the coins of the Samudragupta, the historians came to know that he was the lover of music. How there is a image on the coins, that is that one person is playing veena. So by seeing that, the historians came to know that Samudragupta was a lover of music. And it is also said that he had conducted Ashwamedha Yaga. That information also the historians got from the coins minted by Samudragupta. And another ruler, that is the Gautami Putra Shatakarni. Who? Gautami Putra Shatakarni, that is the great Shatavahana ruler. So he got erased the name of Nahapana and engraved on that place, engraved his name. So this shows that Gautami Putra Shatakarna defeated Nahapana and he confiscated the state. So by seeing this, the coins of Gautami Putra Shatakarni, the historians came to this conclusion. We also got the Roman coins. Which one? Roman coins. Where? In Bangalore. In Bangalore, we got the Roman coins. So what information we will get? That is the Bangalore had, that is the trade contact with the Roman Empire, ancient Roman Empire. Like this, that is by studying the coins, the historians will collect a lot of information and they will write that is the history. Next, let us concentrate on the monuments. Which one? On the monuments. So these monuments also, they will provide a lot of information. Which one? Monuments also provide a lot of information. Let us concentrate on the monuments. So monuments also the important source to study the history, to write the history. What are the monuments? Maybe the temples or the palaces. All these buildings are called the monuments. So here we have some of the examples for the monuments. Say Mehroli's iron pillar. At Mehroli there is a iron pillar, and also at Vijayapura's whispering Gol Gumbaz. About Gol Gumbaz you know very well. So the Mehroli's iron pillar and Vijayapura's whispering Gol Gumbaz, these are the best examples for the development of science and technology during the ancient period. Next we have here Shah Jahan's Taj Mahal. At Agra we have Taj Mahal. So that Taj Mahal tells the love story of Shah Jahan. We have Chittor's Vijaya Stamba. So this victory pillar. So this tells the story of Rana Kumbha, how he defeated his enemy. Next we have, that is the caves at Elephanta, Ellora and Ajanta. So you know that very well, the paintings of these places, Elephanta, Ellora or that is Ajanta. So this shows, these pictures or this painting shows how the people of that period, they got mastery over this painting. Next we have the Aihole and Pattadakallu. So at Aihole and Pattadakallu we have number of temples. Mainly in Aihole we have a number of temples. So here at Aihole the architects, they did the experiment. That the evolution of that experiment we can see the result of this one we can see at Pattadakallu. At Pattadakallu there are 3 major temples. So the experiment of these temples was done at Aihole. So like that, this Aihole and Pattadakallu, these places show the evolution of Indian architecture. Next we have Nalanda, and that is the Madarasa of Bidar. At Nalanda, that is a university was there during the ancient period. Next, at Bidar, there is a Muhammad Gawan. He constructed one madrasa. So this Nalanda University and madrasa, this shows how the kings or rulers gave importance to that is which one? Education. They gave importance to education. Next, we have a fort at Srirangapatna. So that Srirangapatna fort, it reveals how the defense system the kings developed during that period. So like that, the monuments, various, these are some examples only. There are a number of monuments. So all these monuments, they will provide a lot of information about the then period. Next, we have the other ruins. Yes, let us study about the other ruins. Other ruins. So during the excavations, the archaeologist will get a lot of things, maybe the pieces of terracotta or the bangles or the beads, seals, mudre. Next, maybe that is the other metals. So these will provide a lot of information about the then period, maybe their socio-cultural system, about the economic or political system, about the religious life, or even also they will that is the other ruins will provide information about the food habits and the pattern of business of that period. So here there is a method, there is a carbon 14. So by using this C14 or carbon 14 method, that is there is the possibility of that is finding out the age of the items. So mainly this is about biological ruins. So finding out or discovering the age of the biological ruins, it is or that the dead bodies of animal or that is plants, all these things, biological ruins. So by using the scientific method, that is a carbon 14, the historians will find out that is the accurate period or age of that items. Next, during the excavation, some Buddha stupas came to light. Mainly in Yadagiri district, there is Sannati, place called Sannati, and also in Doddabalapura, that is a place Rajagatta. So in Sannati and Rajagatta, that is the historians discovered that is a Buddha stupas. And in Tamil Nadu, that is Arikamedu and Pattanam. So these places were excavated by the historians. So in these places, so by studying these places, the historians came to know that is these places had trade relation with the Roman Empire. Which one? Pattanam and Arikamedu, these two places had trade relation with that is the Roman Empire. Like that, these other ruins also provide a lot of information about that is about the ancient period. So on the basis of all this information, that is the historians will rewrite the history. So far in this class, we have studied few information that is mainly that is about excavation. What is excavation? Digging out the hidden things from the earth using the scientific method, that is called which one? Excavation. Next, we also studied what's the inscriptions. We saw the examples, various examples to the inscriptions. Which one? Ashoka's inscriptions. Next, Aihola inscriptions, Hathigupa inscriptions, Uttarameruru inscriptions. Next, we also studied about the coins. So they also provide a lot of information. Examples we have seen, that is the coins of Samudragupta. Next, coins of Gautami Putra Shatakarni, and the Roman coins found at Bangalore. Next, we also studied about the monuments. So about various places we have studied, maybe the Gol Gumbaz or Mehrulis iron pillar, or many examples we have seen. So after that we also studied about the ruins of other ruins, that is, under that we have studied carbon 14 or C14. What is carbon 14 means? It is a scientific method of, that is, discovering the age of biological ruins. Sai Ram.